Hello, Chalupa Batman. How goes it? You too nosy, what is up? Hey Google, play Harris Heller.
Sure. Here's Harris Heller on Spotify.
What's up, Bowden, Big Bird, Gotten, something. Something of that nature.
A lot of stuff. What's up, chat?
What's up, thugs?
I appreciate y'all's consistency. Well, this is our job, so we pull up on the daily. Oh, pins. Where did this come from?
I don't know.
Let's see. It just says PC Bros inventory, so I'm assuming it's a trade-in.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's what we bought. I just need to, they're not like terrible, they're just some that are like slightly off.
Well, Jonah's in trouble. It's Jonah's fault. He should have checked.
I do
Yeah,
blame him.
it's gonna be a fun, pretty much all white build. This motherboard has some, looks like white and silver with a little bit of orange, which is kind of cool. Yeah, we're doing a PC with that, but Jackson's doing surgery at the moment on some bent pins.
Yay.
By the way, guys, things are moving pretty good for the 48-hour stream in terms of logistics and stuff. Got a couple sponsors lined up for different giveaways. So not only will we be giving away our PC, we'll be giving away stuff from other brands. There'll probably be some sort of official announcement by, I'm aiming for the first week of January to have an official announcement of all the sponsors, everything that's gonna happen, and there you go. You'll know the full schedule. We'll let you know then. But in the meantime, you know, it's gonna be a fun time. Excited. Exhilarating, one might say. Wacky Wednesday. It is a wacky Wednesday, that's for sure. Mag, I see you resubbed while we were offline. Thank you for resubbing. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing good. Xenos, I love the profile picture with the Santa hat. You are in spirit. I respect it.
And I told Pickle Thug he needs to put a hat on the pickle.
I think he does. Any cooking sponsors? Y'all just want to see us cook again. I mean, we'll cook again. We'll add that as one of the things. We'll do some cooking.
That'd be fun.
I enjoyed cooking last time.
We just need a standby dishwasher, honestly.
Yes, because it makes a mess when you cook. And also, we're trying to entertain you all, and nobody wants to just watch us wash dishes.
Unless.
Unless. Is that the new stream? Dishwashing
Do you guys
simulator?
want a food stream and then dishwash simulator?
Yeah. What day is it? It is Wacky Wednesday. Wow. Yeah, guys.
Morning, Solomatic.
Solomatic, what's up, guys? Yeah, again, we got a lot of fun content coming up. Today is the glorious Walmart computer that we bought from our friends. I say friends again very loosely. Tech Magnet that I just dropped off yesterday to get sent back. So if that tells you anything about the story, yeah. Yeah, that computer was wild. That one's going to go live today. We also have two builds planned. Well, actually, we have one build in December. It's gonna be $800 using some of Newegg's holiday deals because they still have that deal going where if you get a 7600X, you get a free 1 terabyte Gen 4 SSD. Really good deal. Saves you like $55. It's like a MP44L. But we're running that deal. And we are building a B580 PC around that for $800. That's gonna be fun. And then two of the New Year's builds are pretty much planned. One may need to get pushed back because it is using an AliExpress CPU that I ordered 2 days ago. So we'll see. See what happens there. The shipping window was good, but will it actually come in at that time? I don't know. The CPUs it's been much easier to get the CPUs quickly than any other stuff. So we'll see.
The B580 is out. It's been out for a few days now.
It doesn't feel like it's out because no one can actually find one.
Yeah, but it's out.
But it's out. And I will say, if any of you, this is like, again, Newegg's gonna be the sponsor of our B580 build. I'm not trying to shill here or anything, but if you are trying to get a B580, looking on Newegg in the morning is the best way to do it. And that's how I managed to pre-order ours along with the other one.
You gotta join the Newegg Shuffle.
Yeah, it's Newegg Shuffle, exactly.
Oh yeah, we also got, looks like as long as it works out, the next Facebook flip,
It's gonna be a different one because it's gonna be we bought it online and we're gonna sell it locally. So
It's going against everything I worked for, but honestly, Facebook is just so horrible for buying right now.
maybe that's what you need. You need to inject stuff into the market. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, and it's really not. It's horrible for buying, and it's honestly pretty horrible for selling. But I want to. I mean, unless I just make it a whole thing in its own, it is called Facebook Flip. So I do want to still try to sell it on Facebook, and I mean, this one seems like a good candidate.
Well, I know it's a longer term project. I've always mentioned too, like, don't even set a date on the whole Facebook Flip thing and just record yourself like buying individual deals as you see them, like a GPU or something,
Yeah.
or like a power supply, and then you can take those stuff and use some stuff we have in inventory, build a PC, then sell that on Facebook. Like that could be a way to do it also. That's how I see those series that people do. I think people really enjoy the like, hey, I'm going to pick up this part. I got a good deal on this. I got a good deal on this. Now I have a PC I can sell. Let's see if it sells.
Yep, finding the deals is
Yeah.
it's fun, difficultly fun. Because even thinking about like building one, I just was like, man, it's still like I just think about the buyers, and I'm like, nobody wants to pay anything right now.
Yeah, the Seco Tab boxes always make interesting noises.
They go,
Sad day for me today. Got my new case, the Y70. My wife accidentally bumped into it and dropped it on the ground. The glass shattered. Oh, that's so unfortunate.
were you nice to her about it?
Yeah, that sucks. Well, hopefully you can get a replacement from Hyatt at a reasonable time. To be fair, at least it is the glass side panel. You can still finish building your PC.
That is true.
And you can run it without a side panel, so
I
it's not
would.
the end of the world.
There's no way I would wait for that glass.
No.
We're gonna have a build in the hopefully like I would say like Thursday or
Is
Friday.
that the Y70 build? The one that's
The
back there?
Y70 Touch Infinite. Touch
Nice.
Aqua. Touch Infinite.
So does that one still come with a 4K display, or did they get rid of that and make it a 1080 display? Because I remember that was the whole thing, was they started with 4K, then it was really hard to get because they couldn't source the 4K panels, and they said they were making them 1080.
I actually don't know.
Chat, do you know?
It's like maybe it is called the Touch. It's Touch Infinite, yeah. Hyatt Y70 Touch Infinite. Thing was dang near $400.
I was going to say, John didn't get sleeve cables for this? Of course he did. Pinky Tech says, I know nothing. We know that, Pinky Tech. It's okay.
That's a pretty good price, 12600K and 4070 Super for 1200.
It's a good deal. It's pretty comparable to the one we built. We just did a video yesterday where we reminisced on the builds we've done this year. And one of them was a 12600K 4070 Super build. I think that one was around 13 on launch, so you got a pretty good deal.
Pinky Tech says he knows nothing.
He knows nothing at all. It's very valid.
Pinky Tech, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I'm gonna say you ain't know nothing about nothing.
4-pin.
You told her it was okay. Well, that's nice of you.
You should have bullied her, to be honest.
Yeah. Should have gassed.
Oh
her for
my
days.
God! This is gonna cost me $10,000.
I'm gonna have to spend the kids' savings to get a new panel.
Don't know. Wait. Yeah, exactly. Pinky Tech. Speaking of family-friendly content, the intro we just filmed yesterday for an upcoming video,
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
it's going to be amazing, but it's definitely pushing the boundaries that we've ever done for an intro.
It reminds me of like the Manscaped.
Yeah, it's kind of
of.
Manscaped-like, you know?
Some of it's up for interpretation.
It is all interpretation. I want to get a PC, but I have no idea where to start. Well, hopefully our YouTube channel can help you with that. Figure out what kind of budget you have. Decide internally within yourself. Do you want to build your gaming PC? That is the question.
Is the question to be or not to
Do
be?
you feel up for the task? Which, again, it's not as hard as people make it out to be. You can build your own gaming PC. That's why you have videos out there. But it's one of those things where, do you want to do that? And if you do, then watch our guides, and I would figure out which build makes sense for your budget and follow our guides to do so. And then, yeah, build a PC, order them. And if you don't use our affiliate links, you get bad luck. Huh?
Mm-hmm. Basically, it's like buy from us or use our affiliate links. Either way, just, help us out.
I've been working on my PlayStation fanboy homies to build them PCs. Look at you, Kurt. You're doing the Lord's work right there.
Is it working?
If you buy a pre-built, you're just boring. No. We don't shame pre-built buyers.
No.
No.
We have a pre-built company.
We literally have a pre-built company. And we buy pre-builts all the time.
And we just did our roundup in some of our best price to performance builds this year.
All one-off pre-builts.
They were pre-builts.
because another man's trash is someone else's treasure. Normally, I feel like all the ones that are like really good pre-built deals, they end up just in the hands of somebody on eBay that doesn't really know what they're doing with it, and then they sell it for a really
I
good
always
price.
assume it's like that, or they're just getting such good
They
deals.
just get like
that-
wholesale.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I turned to eBay this time, because I'm like, I think this one might be one of the only ways, besides like what you were saying of spending a long time like gathering parts. But
Yeah.
I don't know, even the gathering parts part is still just like, I feel like I'll get a good deal on the graphics card, and then if we did AliExpress, we could probably get some good
And then
deals.
everything
like
else you
CPU.
just be buying
Average,
average,
yeah. Saving a few bucks here and there.
fun,
Oh, it's intimidating for everyone. I don't think anyone
yeah,
just builds a PC and they're like, oh, sure, there's nothing.
No.
Because I mean, it's a lot of money.
That's the biggest thing, especially how much you spend. If you spend like, let's say 6 months to a year. I know a lot of people who like save up for a gaming PC build, and you get these parts in your hand, and you're like, wow, I just spent all this time working for these, and if
Yep.
something breaks,
Within like this 2-hour span of building it.
which again is pretty rare, as long as you follow guides. Like there are things that you can do if you don't know what you're doing that you could really screw up a computer. We've seen it. That's why we have a repair shop. But if you watch guides and you follow every step that these guides will give you, like the step-by-step guides we do, it is very unlikely you will do something like that.
Yeah, the only other, I guess, potential hazard that we see, probably I would say like one out of every like 15, 20 builds is like a DOA part.
And that, then you get your,
Yeah.
warranty.
That's why
and-
we always tell people it's not a great idea to like do the thing where you take months like buying one part at a time, because once you build that system, if one of those parts is bad, you might not be able to warranty it.
And where are you going to run project connections, the one that can't be? Yeah, so that's the only issue. And we've done a lot of videos on older Alienwares, all the different models. They're really cool on the used market, especially because of the value you get. Speaking of the one that Jackson bought for the Facebook flip, is spoiler Alienware.
It's pretty good.
They're good deals, but they are limited in that fact. They're almost like a console in a way. You'd almost treat them like a console. There is a little bit of work you can do with it. CPU goes bad, RAM goes bad. Motherboard, you're kind of in a bad spot. Theoretically, you could just pull all the stuff and then build a PC afterwards, but you are a bit limited in what you can do with them long term.
Yeah, and the other nice part from what we've seen so far is most of them have had like pretty standard. Well, you can't really change. You could change the power supply with another eBay unit, but on the good side, the connectors have been standard. So there's a couple things that are standard, but I'd say like the motherboards are going to be like your biggest like thing if they go bad. It's like uh-oh.
You're like, uh-oh, that sucks.
Just shove the wiring in the hard drive category. True.
That's what you do.
No, I'm just glad, like, because compared to what I got for, I mean, the spoilers, I spent $475, and I mean, it's really similar to one we just did a video on.
Yeah.
Except this one's a 2080 Super, and with a 9700K, so it's a really solid system. And I'm like, some of the systems that I was going to be getting for like I had one lined up that I got them down to 300. They were asking 450 for a RX 570 with some Ryzen 3, which I assume was probably a 2200G or 3200G.
Gross.
And it's just like, wow, I'm kind of glad I obviously didn't do that.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no. Once you sent that Alienware, I was like, I'm curious what people are selling locally for. I saw someone had an Alienware with like a 1070 and an 8 Gen i7. They were selling for like $500, and I'm just like, there you go.
Yeah, so it's, and you know, Alienware does have that, which we'll talk about that in the video. You know, Alienware has that name that, and the brand presence that a lot of people do really appreciate. Now some like PC enthusiasts will be like, oh my God, Alienware, I hate that. But the people who aren't look at Alienware like it's a PlayStation.
Yep. Like, oh,
It's like, wow,
PC.
oh my God. It's so good.
This is, I like this case, but it still weirds me out that they don't have any. I guess the ventilation designs right here. They have no ventilation on the bottom for the power supply. So you have to go
That is weird.
because it would just suffocate.
What case is this?
The H5 Flow. So the idea is, again, it's pulling air from here, but it's still weird.
It's so weird. So H5 Flow versus, what is it, just the normal H5 and the H5 Elite? Aren't those ones that have the power supply basement fan? Like that little weird angled fan, is that not the
So
H5?
this one, I remember they took the H5 Flow and later this year did a whole rebrand of it. So it's the same case name, but it has this new style to it. So I think there is a Flow that has that fan.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, we just used it recently, so I'm like, is it the normal H5 maybe?
Let's see. Let's look up.
Because that's like such a
H5
weird
Flow.
Such a weird move.
Yeah, I think they just got. Is this the Flow RGB? Is because the RGB make a difference?
RGB just totally changes the case.
No, you see, yeah, they rebranded. So this is the H5 Flow. This is the H5 Flow RGB 2024.
Oh.
So they did 3 fans up front, got rid of that 1 fan at the bottom, and then it's this design now.
I don't know. I kind of like the other one better.
The other one's more classic NZXT.
I don't know how I feel about that. Like where it looks like it's missing. Like why didn't they just extend that down? You know?
Yeah, this is the one where they're just trying to force that single fan unit thing.
Which that is cool. I do like the little single fan unit.
But yeah, no. I remember when they did that. The naming scheme made no sense. I was like, why are they doing this in the middle of the year too? I thought they just released those other cases.
I'm not a big fan of like, and I see it a lot with laptops, especially in like Amazon and Newegg. I'm not a big fan of the whole year thing. I mean, I guess in a way it does kind of help. So like, you know, you're getting like either an older model or like the latest, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan like when they call it like the same name, but then it's like 2022, 2024. And it'll be like just slightly different specs or something like that. I'm like, I feel like you should just make it a new line at that point.
Yeah, the H6 Flow is the reverse height. The one that has like the side fans right there.
Yeah,
That case
H6 is a lot different, yeah. Because I mean, the H5, when that came out, I mean, that was basically really all the H cases were replacing like the longer number variants. So like, you know, that replaced the H510, when the H510 replaced the H500.
You want to post this build on YouTube? No, this will not be a Toasty Bros video. So what we do on these live streams for like, I would say 90% of the builds, or sometimes we're working on a video, so we'll live stream us filming the video. This is a build that goes straight to PC Bros, our PC business, PCBros.tech. There are, I mean, you're seeing this on YouTube as well. We live stream to Toasty Clips, which is our highlights channel where we multi-stream to YouTube now.
That's on YouTube.
That is on YouTube. But no, this will not be benchmarked not a normal video.
Yeah, the only way that you could maybe see this thing benchmarked is PC Bros YouTube channel. It should just be you just look up PC Bros on YouTube, you'll find it. But Zach, who's the social media guy over there, he does benchmark a lot of the PCs that we build.
Just depends on how long it sits, you know.
Depends on how quick you can get his grubby fingers on it.
This build, again, the budget of this one to buy at PC Bros will be $18.50 plus shipping on this bad John.
That was a crazy year.
$18.50. Realistically, if you're building something like this yourself, you'd be spending like anywhere between 12 to 14.
Yeah, sounds about right. What CPU did I put in this? Is it a 12 gen? 12700.
13600.
13600. Totally wrong.
Bro, I hate NZXT with this like clip that holds this fan cable down. Respect the cable management hustle, but come on now.
You always get lost at a Google. Most I found on Marketplace had H510 and Phantoms. What are you talking about? Hold on, what now? I'm not comprehending.
Talking about NZXT cases, the Phantom's a classic. Well, that's true. If you do buy this PC this week, it will not charge for shipping. Only reason I said plus shipping is because we put the weight on there. Because I think this one probably wouldn't have been marked normally as the higher weight, which we charge.
Yeah, did he do that?
Yeah.
That's like the normal.
Is it?
Yeah, that's why I saw that and I was just like, I've never seen him do that. I normally just put plus shipping. But maybe that was a mental note. So yeah, so you would save, especially relocating California or something like that. That would actually save like $100.
Do bros sell or is it sell just PC parts? Do bros sell or is it sale just I don't know what you mean, Red Star. What are you talking about? Are you asking if we sell PCs or just PC parts? Well, we don't really sell PC parts unless you somehow are local and come in, and we always acknowledge the fact that you're not going to get Amazon or Newegg pricing with us, kind of a convenience fee. But we sell PCs at PC Bros.
Yeah, so we really tell people to buy parts if you're desperate. Or not desperate, if you need that same day satisfaction. You know, like I'm the kind of person that if I'm in the middle of building my PC and I realize like I need a different part, like I'm gonna try to go to Best Buy or somewhere that day.
But we also don't do it online either, so.
Yeah,
again,
no parts online.
No parts online. The only time where you would probably get parts at like close to retail value, maybe a slight markup just because of what we get, is if you have us like do an upgrade to your build using our stuff.
Now it's crazy to think of like if we want to sell a PV or Prodigy online, I'm just trying to think of like how cheap we'd have to get that thing and like how expensive we'd have to sell it for. Because yeah, I mean, just shipping one of those cases for us would probably be about like $25 to $50, maybe more depending on if it's going like to the Western Coast or somewhere like that. Yeah, we'd have to get those cases for like $30 cheaper than MSRP.
As soon as you get paid on buying 6 months. So if you're buying 6 months outright, that's crazy.
Whoa.
Do it. I dare you.
Did you also see the 5090 is getting 32 gigs of VRAM? Is this? Wow.
Yep. 4080 16, not 4080, 5080. 5080 16, and then yeah, I think down the pack it's like 16 for all the other 70 series GPUs besides the 5060, which would be 8 again.
Hey, you know what? The 5060 is a good price and it has a good performance jump. I won't be too upset about the 8 gigs, but the good price.
Yeah, depends on the price. I feel like now that the B580's out, if it performs like a B580 and has less VRAM, then they're
Oh yeah, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be ideal if they could get it to, they can get it to $300 again, and it actually hardware and software-wise is like, I don't know, like what, 20%? It should be like a TI. You know what I mean? If it performs like the 4060 Ti for $300, cool, good job. But it won't, right?
Probably not. It's gonna be like a 3060 Ti.
It's just gonna, yeah, it's not even gonna be
the
any
same
hardware.
thing. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, but guys, ray tracing 2.0 is gonna be enabled on this card in a year.
Bro, what did I just do?
Good price and NVIDIA don't come together most of the time. Most of the time they don't. I gotta say, I think NVIDIA does a really good job with like that mid-range spot because it's almost, you know, it's kind of funny to think about. It's like a nice little hill. You know what I mean? They got the 4060 and like the 4060 Ti at the start of the hill. Yeah, not great. And then you got like the 70 series, so the 4070, 4070 Ti, the 4070 Ti Super right at the top of the hump, and then the 4080 Super right there, and then 4090. No, wait, they just called us gussies. They said, what do you gussy think about this new graphics card? We haven't tested it yet, but I mean, it looks really good.
Yeah, I really think unless you're an enthusiast who just doesn't care about price performance, the best value price performance GPUs is the 70 series generation from NVIDIA, depending on what your budget is.
And the 4080 Super, when it's like normal price, is pretty good too.
Yeah.
I know for a little bit there, I thought, weren't we getting them for like $899 or something like that? Or maybe
4080
$999?
Super?
Yeah, maybe
MSRP
$999.
is, yeah, $999.
Which that wasn't too bad because, you know, if you were spending like when the 4070 Ti Super came out, I feel like those were going for like $850-ish. So, extra $150. Every component with a 7 in it. Hey, look, Ryzen 7000 series, the CPUs and the GPUs, good bang for buck. 4070s.
So someone asked how much for a Prodigy local.
I think we sell them for like, I honestly don't know. I know that there's one up there with a price tag on it.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, because I mean we got to make money, they're probably like somewhere between 80 and 100. I doubt they're 100, but you never know. I'm not gonna promise that.
So where they are on Amazon now? Aren't they like,
It's like 75, I think.
75?
You know, let's go. It's like right up here.
Yeah.
I'll go see what we have it marked for.
I'm gonna guess. Let's see. You can buy them on Amazon for 75 now.
They are 85 at our shop, so it's
85
not too bad.
bucks. Yep. So it's basically like a $10 upcharge.
Yeah.
85 bucks.
Yep. Yeah, it's not really too bad at all.
It's ready for you.
I remember the case. That's why we started using it. Is at first on Amazon it was cheap. They were like 65.
It's got a little more pricey.
They've literally gone up by like $1 each year since we started. By the time we're 100, they're going to be $1,000.
By the time we're 100, we'll still be using the PV Prodigy.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But we'll be using the 2080 edition.
Ah, yes. Oh, I know he's local because I saw 502. He was asking about how much they were. Again, we don't sell them online,
Which
so that
502 is
price.
it?
Huh?
What was his name again?
502 Honky. The name we can't say.
Oh yeah, I do. Yep, that name as soon as you said it.
The name that he should change.
The name that we can't say, but we keep saying anyways.
Yep, because it's his name in chat.
We'll just call you 502.
When will PC specs roll, or are they waiting? What are you talking about, kid?
Is that like a gambling thing? Roll for PC specs.
$100 for V-True and Prodigy. It'd be more than that.
Oh yeah. No, if you're talking like a V-True V240,
Yeah.
I know for the V240 we usually charge like for labor and part costs. I think it's like $100 for us to install a V-True for you. I think selling them, I thought we sell them for like 70.
Yeah, 70. So it'd be like 170 for both. Oh, the pink one? Well, we're sending the pink ones back.
Well,
not buy-
hopefully. You know, we still haven't even, they just haven't responded.
No, they've been emailing back. I don't think
Oh,
she's
they did?
seen it. Because
Really?
they emailed saying, have you seen the label? And
When did they say that?
Yesterday. I saw
Oh.
that email yesterday.
She already told me yesterday that she was like, yeah, they've just been ghosting me. Well, we're sending them back.
Yeah, let me
Did they only
check.
send one label?
Let me see.
I was say if they said label like singular, I'm like, how the hell is that supposed to work? There's like 20 boxes. Yeah, chat. We had which not to blame anyone specifically, but we ordered coolers that were supposed to be black, and I'm not talking about like a couple. I'm talking like what, like in the 40s, maybe 50 coolers.
I guess they haven't. They asked if, unless it went to our spam. They said, "Did you receive the email with our return labels?" And it's not in that email thread, so I don't know if they sent another email or what.
But yeah, I mean, a few $1,000s worth of coolers that we ordered in black, you know, that we want to use, and they showed up in pink.
Yep.
So like,
if you all saw the
everything's
setup,
pink.
if you saw the office tour video, we showed those off. We were like, yeah, look at
Oh,
our
yeah.
pink coolers.
It's a flex, I guess. I mean, it's like, yeah, we're.
Well, basically, I saw the email. We asked them, we would only want to keep them if they were like stupid cheap.
Yeah.
And then they said, did you see our return labels? So clearly they're not. And honestly, I'd rather send them back. But
No,
also, I
I
don't know how they're going to do it because we have like 4 or 5 boxes of them.
It's gonna be expensive. I mean, they already spent however much it cost to get them here. Like, that's why I'm surprised they didn't even try to hit us with like an offer.
That is a massive screw up, though.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be. That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, it'd have to almost be like a few bucks per cooler.
Because
You know, I don't want to be like unreasonable, like to where it's like, oh, they're
just don't
free or
need
$1.
those.
I just don't know when we'll use them. And I know Jonah will be so upset seeing me force a bunch of pink coolers.
Ugh. Are the 7500F CPUs any good? They're the best AM5 budget CPU you can get right now.
Honestly, I'd probably try to just throw them in marketplaces like a bulk purchase.
Yeah.
Come pick these up for $500 all in.
Yeah, 130 is pretty fair for the 7500F. They go anywhere between like 120 to 140. It depends on what you're looking to do for the rest of the build. Because one, you do have to buy a cooler with it. So if you're already planning on buying a cooler, cool. Get the 7500F on AliExpress is a good deal.
You'd rock us the pink cooler? All right, well, we know who to go to first.
So you're gonna buy all of them, right? Mm-hmm. Oh God, here we go. Just put a Toasty Bro sticker on them. Now they're custom. You're gonna get that guy started again about our
God.
mod.
I don't know if that person's here.
Yeah, 5700X 3D. So like right now is the awkward time to buy CPUs on AliExpress because they just got done with their sales where you could get them for like dirt cheap, for like nothing. And now they're harder to get. So yeah, the only one that's
person's gonna be,
consistent is that 7500F.
That person's gonna be upset when they see our video.
Alright.
When I'm like, yeah, my favorite build was this Halloween one because it was modded. They're gonna be like,
Bought it.
modded?
Actually bought a V-True pink cooler for my daughter's PC. Well, does she want 20 more of them?
Is that all we got was 20?
No, it was more than that. It was, that was like,
Like 40
I
something?
think it's like 48.
I know 40 is like a typical, like 40-ish is like typical quantity from them.
How many did we get?
Chat, we have so many.
Oh, it's
pink
just
coolers.
24, never mind.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah, 24.
We could use those. No, I'm just kidding.
24. It wasn't that entire pallet, no. Everything was shipped on that one pallet. So there was like several boxes in there that were the V-True coolers. Which I think only like 4 of them fit in a box, so.
Yeah.
So that's why there's a ton of boxes.
starting to struggle slightly at 1440p. Uh-oh, what card do you have?
Yeah, what GPU do you have? Because that'd be the more noticeable thing.
God, I'm just thinking about yesterday now.
I know. I used to do this full time during the late 90s when I was in college. Us old guys had to jumper bus speeds and multipliers, AT power, bed noses, cables, motherboard, and jumper hard drives. Well, you know, I'm glad giving you a blast from the past with the modern technology, Fast Eddie.
And some of that stuff just sounds scary.
Yeah, no, 3600X is a good CPU, but if you are willing to jump to AM5, going with like the 7500F would be a good upgrade for sure. Mm-hmm. I said above. Well, you know, I don't see your message, bro. I'm just saying. 3600X CPU, 2070 Super.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
I can see that starting to get there.
that's getting there. Yeah, depending on the game. CPU upgrade will be fine, but don't expect that to make a dramatic difference.
Yeah, especially in that 1440p environment.
So if you're gonna, I'm assuming you're gonna do. I mean, you can do one at a time, but just don't expect a major uplift. You can just do a GPU upgrade at some point afterwards.
It's what we call a balanced build, chat.
You only need to build an all pink PC. We've done it many times.
We have, yeah.
Many, many times.
I feel like we've done it. We've done it one main channel video, I believe, where it was a pink build. But it's something we do very rarely. We definitely done a few at PC Bros though.
What we did on the main channel, what was it? Talking about the waifu build?
I don't know. I just know that I've seen a pink build on the channel, or at least partially pink.
Partially pink. I know the part, yeah, because the waifu one was white with like baby blue and a little pink.
Waifu.
Let's see. Didn't Jonah or Tool have a pink build?
Oh, you had a battery burn up.
I know
That's
Tool is
so
like,
scary.
yeah, I know Tool's playing multiple pink builds. Mm-hmm. Isn't hers a pink build also?
Hers, I don't know if it is now, but it was. I thought we sold her old one, but I don't remember. At PCBros.tech.
Looking for the best cost per frame is something that'll take me to AM6, bro. You got a ways to go for that.
X3D, I guess.
No, I mean, honestly, AM5, if you're trying to get in on a budget, start 7500F, or if you want to go with like a higher end CPU that's just going to last you the entire generation of that platform, then yeah, you need to look at an X3D CPU. Fire. Fire build. Yeah, our $800, I think actually, yeah, it's $800. That New Year's build guide is going to be the 7500F with the B580.
The Gooning build guide?
The Gooning build guide. AMD and Intel is the budget meta together, which is wild. Welcome to the future. The future is now.
Why did Jonah give us this extra fan?
I swapped it already. There was a non-RGB fan in the back.
Oh, okay.
Up we go.
Can they really jump all crazy like they show?
Huh?
Oh, they're talking about the Traxxas trucks, which I assume is like a little RC truck. I remember I was talking to someone, I think it was Tyler the other day, we went to like the park to take photos and stuff, and they have like the little, what do you call it, the little mini plane field for like RC planes, and I was like, you know, I could see myself getting into that, but I said, I gotta wait till I'm old.
RC planes is the next venture.
Yeah, I was like, I have too many hobbies to get into RC planes right now. When I was a kid, I did like little like planes and boats and stuff though. They're pretty cool.
And trains.
And trains. Never had a fascination for trains actually, so I might not be on the spectrum.
Chatty's lying to you. He has a train track in the back that he plays with on his lunch break.
That does sound cool though, having like a whole track. I can make little stops for it and everything.
They call him the little conductor.
The little conductor who could. Choo choo. Chugga chugga chugga
God, this
chugga.
is like...
Is it a Didmoozy?
Is it the hot one?
I think I do appreciate it, and because at first I saw this front panel, I was kind of upset, but NZXT does not give you any USB 2 in the case, which is nice. Because all I'm thinking about is I'm like, man, NZXT, I know you guys are gonna want me to plug in like 18 hubs.
No, sir. They're like, we're gonna make sure if you're gonna use RGB that you have enough USB 2s.
HD audio. Oh. Oh. There you go. There you go. I like how this case has the white cables too. I feel like not a lot of white cases actually go all out like that. Guessing where the where these go. That's my guesswork.
That is good guesswork.
Oh my god, this is the cutest thing ever. I've never seen a case have a SSD tray like this. Did you see it?
Oh yeah.
It's like a baby hard drive cage, just like tiny. Where am I gonna shove all my cables?
Nowhere.
They're not gonna fit in that. I can fit one in there.
Looking at Joe Rogan's vids on bow hunting.
Bow hunting. I didn't even know he was into hunting. Then again, I don't watch Joe Rogan. Is USB 2 like this side?
Yes.
Go, go.
Let's see if anyone from Chapman is here yet.
COD 6 Starfield Mech Warrior 5 Merc. What is happening?
Are y'all drunk?
Oh, you were given a compound bow? Okay. Makes sense. Oh, we got, see, so this might be a dumb question. All right, let's see it. Yo, I have like a circled mirror.
It's a Chapman.
From Chapman's here. It's
Yeah.
his first time. He has questions for you.
Oh, all right.
Just get to the unit. That's the
Oh, yeah.
main thing.
Yeah,
In
it's-
the right direction, I can handle everything.
That sucks. They sent a first-time person to our office to do our AC check, and they don't know how hard it is to get to the unit. Let's see. I'll buy your Super, though. It's on a 2070 Super. Nice. When I look up CPU ranks, there's a ton of CPU names and SKUs I don't recognize on top. Yeah, those are probably all workstation CPUs. Chat dead when Matt's looking. All right, I turn around, I'm like, y'all are just not talking. What's going on? The joy of live feeds? Yes, exactly. You can see everything. You can see it all. When an apprentice plumber installed an overly large expansion tank on the water heater at a bad angle and it broke off, water everywhere, had to rush. Oh no, that sucks. That sucks. You know, normally the heating and cooling company that comes and does our like biannual like servicing, changing all like the filters, checking the units and everything. Normally they send the same person, but unfortunately they sent somebody new. And I have to get, if you guys have seen the office tours, there's that the mezzanine that we talk about in the warehouse. You go up those stairs, then you kind of have to like walk across like a little beam to get to the actual unit. Jackson's giving him the tour. What's up, Casey? How you doing? Have you all ever collabed with another YouTuber on a build? Yes, we've done a lot of collabs. We've done stuff with David. It's been a while since we've done a collab though. We did a build challenge with David, does tech stuff a while ago. It's probably about 2 years ago now, 3 years ago now. We've done build challenges with people in the tech fam, so Zach's Tech Turf, They're on a Budget, Ozfox Hardware, all good friends of those guys. They're all really cool. Scattervolt. Haven't done any collabs. Maybe 2025 will be more of a year of collabs. Collabs just can be quite difficult, and a lot of the people that we do work with are not full-time creators. Pointing out all the vents. Would you do one with Bitwit? I mean, if the opportunity arises, it's one of those things where like, as tech YouTubers, unless we have a specific idea, and unless they have a specific idea, it doesn't really make sense for us to reach out to them and be like, hey, you want to collab? What do you want to do? Well, I don't know. What do you want to do? And nothing really happens. You kind of have to approach a creator with an idea. I don't necessarily have an idea that's beyond the typical kind of boring like build challenge that everyone does. Penis challenge. Our goal next year, and I'm not going to say any names of creators because a couple of them said they're interested. I want to get more creators to our office for, even if it's not content, just like collabing on some stuff, like hanging out, you know. Because again, we have a big office space, and if a creator is willing to come here, that'd be sick.
Business expense.
Business expense. Build for charity, cancer research, go with the theme. I mean, if anyone approached us about that, that'd be cool. I'm listening to this conversation, chat.
Right. I was trying to do the same thing.
What if we'll be like, you did what to that return? You blocked it?
So that's AC guy.
Yeah. No, he's just here to do the biannual maintenance. I'm on the way, Matt. What do you mean you're on the way midnight?
The collab.
Thank you, boss. I've been wondering. Yeah, no, so collabs are cool. Don't get me wrong. It's just we have to have a good idea. And because collabs, if it's just a general idea that we could do with the team members we have here, you know, it just doesn't really benefit us that much.
Collabs are usually a big time investment for a little return. It's just for funsies.
Did you ever do sports in high school? No, I did not play sports in high school. I did play like rec league basketball, not for my high school, but I think it was my sophomore year I played in like a rec league, but no, nothing organized.
We're all rec league athletes.
We're all rec league athletes. That's pretty much what we are. Matt and Jackson gave me advice on what to go with. They told me if I'm a poor boy, get a B650. I mean, B650 realistically can handle any CPU you want. A good B650 is fine. Sorry, Chad, I'm like listening to this conversation. It would be a great surprise to have a special guest collaborator during the giveaway stream. That would be cool. I don't know if we'd be able to get anyone in here that quickly for the January stream, but it would be cool if we had something like that.
Collab, our friends that you guys have never met before.
Yeah, I was just bringing our random friends, like, who's this person? So how about a Feed Hungry Kids collab? I got 7 kids that like food, just saying. All right, I got you. Well, I have a fancy new PCIe CPU on a PCI 4 motherboard. Huh? I was thinking if you guys are ready to collab with others or wins to each other's source of creator sets, we'd be down for stuff like that. It's just, we haven't honestly, A, haven't been approached, or B, don't have the ideas to approach other people about, you know? Do you guys think Intel Series 3 would be an improvement Series 2? Well, I thought they canceled one generation of the Ultra series. Am I wrong about that? I thought that was like Series 3 or something. Because they said they're not going to release another CPU on that motherboard socket. They're going to go ahead and jump to a new motherboard socket for whatever the next release is. If it tells you anything, we have not done, which I think we have parts for. We haven't done an Ultra build yet, have we?
No, we just have. Oh, well, PCBros has.
PCBros has done one. Okay.
And then yeah, we have a Z890. We don't have any CPUs there, right?
No.
So we really
never got.
We got the board.
We got a board.
Is
You're asking
Ultra-
about the heat stuff.
Yeah, I was telling him how, which he said actually would be a good idea, honestly, if we wanted to do this. I told him how I blocked off both ends, and he was like, well, you're still gonna get like some seepage from the heat, and also, he gave it some name, but he's like, this is the most central room to the heaters, so he's like, it's naturally just gonna be warmer. And so I was like, I mean, I thought about it, I don't know if it's a dumb idea, but like, I thought about literally just taking out one of the ceiling tiles and replacing it with almost a register, but having it go nowhere. So that then, you know, because like heat rise, he goes, no, that's actually like, he's like, that would honestly work. And I was like, okay, well,
Just
maybe
somewhere
I'll...
for the air to escape.
Exactly. So instead of it being like just, especially when these doors are closed, just a static like
That'd be
heat
cool.
box, it can vent into the warehouse.
That's smart. You can do that.
I'm gonna have it go out the roof, just waste the energy. ZA90s are only DDR5, right? Like
Correct.
Ultra?
Correct.
I would hope. Honestly, I've really never looked into Ultra. I don't even know.
Yeah, it just never was super exciting, I'll be honest with you.
God, I'm such a silly boy. Goodness.
Well, I thought it was pretty much confirmed that Intel was only going to do 1 gen for that motherboard, unless that's changed.
False.
It was literally going to be 1 gen. That's why I've like have no excitement. Like, what is the? I mean,
It's funny because, you know, I still see people building with it. Like, I'll see people do Ultra builds, and I always wonder, I'm like, I mean, I don't hate on it or anything, because it is still really good. I'm just kind of like, what made you do that over Ryzen, huh? Who you think you are? Ryzen.
Still wait for the full release of Series 2. So there's going to be more Series 2 CPUs in January. Okay. Where's our i3s at? With our Z890s and DDR5.
Z60 is so ridiculous, dude.
What's going on?
It just, I mean, it's fine. So like, you know, this is NZXT, like chef's kiss. You know, yeah, you get the RGB. That's for those front fans. But I was like, you know, it'd be cool since the block is on the USB 2. They give you this.
Yeah.
It literally supports only the fans that come with.
So you just have to, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just don't get why they don't give you like 1 extra or 2 extra. I know they can. Where do you want the PCIe 16 pin?
Right through here's fine. Is there anything else you can plug in, or am I good to put the?
USB 2, and then I guess an ARGB header.
ARGB where the HD audio is. Is that USB 2? USB 2 on the other side.
That's HD audio, bro. It's the second one. I saw a build, we're actually still back there. I'm working it right now, but it's like an older case. I don't remember what brand it is, but it's cool because it has an HDMI on the front.
Oh, it's probably one of those like VR friendly ones.
Yes, I suppose that it would be what it's for.
Yeah, most of the times when they have HDMIs on the front, it's for like playing a VR headset.
Yeah, and then like the HDMI is almost just like part of the front panel. You just plug it into your board if you have it, I guess.
Pretty cool.
It's funny though because it was such an old build. It was an FX build.
Really?
So I don't know if maybe they did like a. I mean, because the case is really clean, so maybe they case swapped it. But yeah, it was a freaking FX build, the 1050.
Oh, we got all caps, sir. When I turn on my PC, on time show black screen after I click shift. You spell click CLECK. Shift button on my PC, but when I turn on my PC, then turn on same problem is here.
I think there's a little bit of a language barrier.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do with that.
It just sounds like you're not getting display out in a very long way of putting it, or short way of putting it.
You gotta do some troubleshooting there.
Yeah, there's not really anything we can really tell you on our little vlog, our little podcast here to help you.
We have to physically see.
Bring it in.
i7 2700 or Ryzen 7 7700. The Ryzen 7. i7 12700 is a good deal. Like you can find that for a really good deal.
I heard you say i7 2700 at first, and I'm like, how is this even like a comparison?
The 2700.
Like,
12700.
What? Is it just all or nothing for you, bud?
Yeah. Are we going second gen or 7000 series Ryzen? Let's go. I don't think he can look at display settings if he's saying that he's turning the computer on and it's not posting.
Yeah, I don't understand that. You said something about the shift part. I'm like, what does shift do?
I don't know what shift do. What does shift do, though?
What does shift do? How do you move the pepper? Building a new PC, 12600K, 32 gigs, 4060. I'm not sure if I should get the 4060. Well, did you already buy it? I'm assuming you haven't. If you haven't already bought it, there's definitely some better deals out. I mean, the 4060 is one of like the okay. Who was that?
Amp, thank you for the Prime sub. 30 months. That's a long ass time, Amp. Thank you.
The 4060 is definitely like one of the, you know, if you're thinking about doing like some entry-level streaming and stuff, it's solid. I mean, we've tested it in streaming versus some of AMD's offerings for the same price, and you're definitely going to get better gaming and streaming performance with the 4060. The ARC B580 is another cool choice.
You gotta find it. Right now, it's like really hard to find.
It's true.
Everyone's just like B580 or bust, and I'm like, well, not if you can't get it. Like, it's really hard to find right now.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. We need
this guy stop, bro.
I need to test it first to know if it's like one of those, like if it's that good. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've
seen some
videos. We
videos.
have a skeptic.
Well, I'm not skeptic. I think it's gonna be a great card. I think it is a great card, but.
You were in first, let's make a short saying it's gonna be shit.
No. I'm just saying I don't know if it's like that card that like replaces all their cards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Has
anyone done videos on testing it and streaming yet?
Negative. I don't think it's going to be good for streaming, to be honest. I think 460 still be good for that.
Yeah.
It has AV1, but again, the biggest issue I have is Twitch is still not AV1, so you can't do AV1.
Yeah, but
the same issue with
YouTube.
honestly, when AV1 on Twitch comes and YouTube has AV1 support already, then AMD and Intel will have a much closer gap versus NVIDIA, but it's just not there yet.
NVIDIA will definitely have to step up their DLSS, or not DLSS, NVENC even more, because that's kind of been the top dog for like.
I think everyone was running AV1 at that point.
Yeah. I don't know. NVIDIA's cheeky with their like technologies though, like their like when it comes to like NVINC and DLSS. So maybe they'd combat it, you know. They'd be like, well, guess what? NVINC 2.0 is out now, and it's better.
NVINC 2.0. Wow.
The person could save some money too if you can find a 7600 in stock. That'd be more like $259. So you'd save about 30. You'd save about 30 bucks, and you'd get pretty similar gaming performance, especially if you're not streaming at all.
I hope they drop the 7600 in price a little bit to where it's like 200 or less.
Yeah, because
'Cause
it's like good but not amazing.
Yeah. If it gets to like what the 6600 got to right now, like the funny thing is, I'm going to mention it in our build guide, literally the last 3 years, we have done a $500 to like $550 build guide, and every single time the only GPU that makes sense is the RX 6600. It's been 3 years of that, and it hasn't changed. And we're talking
Yeah.
all new parts. So like I'm going to mention, be like, I would love if there was a new GPU that was like sub $200 that is really good. And I'm just like,
I'd honestly be okay at this point if AMD like just really focused production on the 7600s and
yeah.
got them cheaper.
yeah, that'd be perfect.
Or if they get the 6600s even cheaper.
Yeah, just keep it going.
Like
forever.
that's cool with me, you know.
Oh, we got more bins.
Bin boy, bin boy. Bin boy.
Bento boy.
Bento Baggins.
Yeah, all the benchmarks I've seen on the B580, again, we're going to test it ourselves, is there are some games that are NVIDIA-focused titles, just like NVIDIA does with AMD and AMD does with NVIDIA, where it goes back and forth with a 4060. The biggest thing is the price. It's cheaper right now. So as long as it stays cheaper, then great card. But if it gets up to like $300 with like aftermarket cards and stuff like that versus the 4060, then it's still a debate. It's not like an endless, like, you know.
Yeah.
Sucks that I was gonna switch out the RAM, but we didn't have the exact one that I wanted, so.
It still look good.
Pretty good RAM at least.
It is good RAM, so.
I love the look of that RAM. It's just so much more expensive and hard to get.
It's not worth it.
It like doesn't make sense to me. Because the previous like in my build, for example, like with DDR4, you remember like I had the same stuff in DDR4 and it was not that expensive back then. Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The Dom.
Yeah, it was like the Dominator
The
Vengeance or
Dommy
whatever.
Mommy RAM.
No, I'm pretty sure no.
Well, sorry. It was the same stuff. I'll show you. You're being difficult. You're ruining my morning already.
All right, great.
You should just go home, Jonah.
All right,
Hold on, don't turn around. Stay here.
He's going to show you his Dommy Mommy.
don't move.
Don't move.
Did the HVAC guys seem excited about having to climb across that?
He
walking
was
plank?
actually pretty. He did, dude. He banged his head though.
Ooh.
He's taller, and I wasn't really paying attention, and neither was he. He's like, I probably shouldn't look down when I walk, and I was like, Yeah, sorry. I had the Vengeance, but I'm talking about the style of it, like that. I don't get why they switched to like the hunchback, like. So it's still Vengeance, but they like.
Yeah.
How did they go from this to? Oh my god, not DDR5, please. This is Vengeance Pro. I don't get like how they went from the stuff that looks almost like the new Dominator stuff to this.
Well, there is an old Dominator, you know that, right?
Yeah, no, I saw it. No, I know, I didn't have the old Dominator. You were correct. But what I was getting at is like the style of it. Like I don't get why they went from like the Vengeance RAM that like everybody really liked the style of down to like the little. It looks like Mushkin or like any of those other brands now.
You don't like the new Corsair DDR5?
I don't hate it. I just don't. I don't think it looks as good as the old Vengeance RAM.
Oh my.
And I feel like if you want it to look really good, you have to pay for like the Dominator stuff. That's like it's like 1.5 times the price.
The Dommy Mommy. Zenos, how you doing?
Dommy Mommy. I think Dominator has always been like dummy overpriced though. Like
It is. It's definitely the enthusiast Corsair. I know there's a lot of people. We've had people in our chat who are like, yeah, I'm only Dominator. I know Dark Vader loves it.
Oh my god, no, we're winning. Oh my god! Every day I wear this, I'm like, I'm gonna turn this back. I just know I will.
Isn't it so cute? Can we take a picture posing where we're back to back with our feet like to each other?
God.
Like little
Twinsies.
Wow.
All right, plug her
A
up.
lot, man.
Excuse me, Junga.
God, so this case just doesn't have feet.
No
It's just
feet.
flat.
Just like your chest.
Wow.
What?
Guys, I know I had to do it to him. The only thing that was in stock on Amazon was NZXT. That's it. Everything else
I
out
know
of
you
stock.
support that company.
He's a hardcore supporter.
Call me what you want, man. I don't know what to tell you.
I love this color combination right now.
I don't support their business practices, but their cases are nice, unfortunately. This is a crazy.
Wilbur says, I'm only Corsair. I like everything. I am Corsair at home. I will say that much.
Yeah.
It's not unfair.
HVAC.
Oh.
Biannual maintenance.
Biannual maintenance. Y'all hear that?
Biannual.
Bisexual maintenance.
Times it. It's almost time to rate somebody.
That's a build, guys. It still trips me how there's no feet on this one.
Look at those Dominator memory going
I was
crazy.
telling Matt, I was like, I wish they just extended this all the way down. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like a pocket.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It's the only way you can pick up the PC case.
I know, I was showing him how they like the original flow. You can't really get the normal flow. You can still get it, but this is also the flow, the new flow.
Yeah, there's an H5 Flow 2022, 2023, and then a 2024.
Flow.
And NZXT does that dang thing where it's like all the reviews and like all the listings are on one listing. On
A lot of sellers
so
do
there's
that.
like 22,000 reviews. You're like, which cases review that highly? And you got to scroll through each one.
Amazon's the Wild West. You do whatever to survive.
Howdy, Kermit.
Hello, Kermie.
But yeah, guys, for the rest of the week, it's free shipping at PC Bros on a gaming PC. So whether you're buying this John or whatever,
That John or this
you
John.
can get some good deals at PC Bros. Free ship. So definitely take advantage of that. And yeah, stay tuned for more updates on 48 Hour Stream. We're getting some sponsors set up and should make for a really cool schedule. Qualsack, thank you for the resub. I will find somebody to raid. Yay.
I had to put the front fans on ARGB
Oh yeah.
because, you know, NZXT gives you a hub that has exactly the
3.
amount of connectors you need. I was
Right.
like, man, I hate, like, why is it like
Their RGB
V-True?
server sucks. It just
I
sucks.
was like, why is it that V-True and like these cheap ass freaking companies can give me like 8 headers and I only need to use like 3 of them, so I always have extra, but then NZXT is like, we will give you less than you need every time.
Less than you need, and then you gotta buy our $50 hub to make it work. Maybe.
No, yeah, and I do not like, because Corsair does the same thing where they have like that master hub or whatever the hell they call it, the commander hub. And it doesn't even really have like more connectors. It's just a hub to connect the other 2 hubs together. I'm like, what even?
Yeah, dude, they like.
I mean, that's like back in the day, like, or not back in the day, like a year ago when we were doing all the Corsair builds before Link came out. If we had a lot of Corsair fans, I usually had to solder the fans together.
Very nice, very
Because otherwise, 2 hubs wouldn't work. It wouldn't detect the other fans.
So
See you off balance.
no, it's just the case. So what are we doing for the for this? How's RGB set up?
ARGB for all the front, and then the rest is NZXT.
Oh, okay.
So you'll need the motherboard software and NZXT software, Cam.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, so this and then this.
Corsair Commander 8
Cool.
connectors. Are you sure? Because I could have sworn the Commander hubs, at least the one I'm thinking of, was literally, it just had like a bunch of random connectors. Like it had a few fan headers. It had like 2 or 3 USB 2.0.
Hello, Ecuador. Just kidding. What's up, man? We're rating now. Greetings from the United States.
Hello.
Rating revealing to 2, something like that.
Yep, and we'll be live tomorrow morning, same time, for another happy build. I think we're really approaching on that 4090 build. It's either going to be tomorrow or Friday.
Exciting.
It's going to be scary. That's
Tune
going
in,
to be all
guys.
IQ Link. Real basic. So, see you guys later. Peace out.
Bye.